Hey guys, it's Barbie, and welcome to the middle of the road. So, I do have a list of things I was actually going to get together this afternoon and make a better video, one that, where I have makeup on and I actually look decent rather than just, I've been doing chores this morning, but I've been kind of caught up on this congressional vote that they were taking today, and I just watched the results. And as immediately I contacted my representative and I told him that officially today he has become a fascist and that he has stabbed every one of his constituents in the back. I also asked him what does he plan on doing with these seniors that are going to get kicked out of their nursing homes, because see, some of these seniors don't have they don't have family. Some of these people have outlived their children. And so what's going to happen to them? What's going to happen to my ex-daughter-in-law and my grandson, who she was in a horrible accident many years ago. She was a prison guard, and she's been disabled because of that accident. It nearly severed off both of her legs. She ended up with a severe brain injury because of it. She's a beautiful girl, a wonderful woman, and an absolutely fabulous mom. But there still are injuries there that are not repairable, really. And my grandson, he has a problem with his esophagus where sometimes his food gets stuck and he has to go into the hospital and he has to have that removed surgically. They have to knock him out and put a tube down his throat and get the food out because his esophagus is contracting. I had an ex-husband that had that problem, and it's serious and it's dangerous. And what happens when he can't go to the hospital now? Because he has no insurance. What happens to the people that are diabetics? And here's the other thing is, besides those people that are being injured, what about the veterans that are going to be seeing cuts in their medical and health care? What about them? They fought. They took bullets for your asses. I'm saying this to Congress. Those veterans took bullets so that you didn't have to, because you were too busy at home not fighting for the American ideology of freedom and liberty for all. You were back home trying to figure out how you could screw us all over. I mean, basically, that's what it's turned into. They took bullets. They got blown up because of your ass. And then you turn around and you stab them in the back. You're all fascists as far as I'm concerned. The United States has now been identified by the world as an authoritarian regime. And I can't understand for the life of me why you want this to be your legacy. Why do you want your grandchildren to look up your name, your great-grandchildren to look up your name and think in disgust and change their names because they don't want to have anything to do with you? They don't want to have anything to do. They don't want to have any association of you being in their lineage. How is that going to make you feel? I did put a prayer out that I hope that God strikes all of you, and that the ones that voted for this bill, and I asked him to make it quite painful. I don't want you to go quick. I don't want it to be a lightning strike. I want it a little bit longer than that. I want you to be conscious of what you've done, conscious of what the injuries and the death that you've inflicted on the American people. You wave your flags around and it's just hollow. You go to church. You constantly want to preach to everyone about how holy you are because you've got your ass dressed up in your Sunday best in church while you have your Bible there. And oh, honey, yes, I know, with all your little Botox and your 3-inch thick makeup, and how many plastic surgeries have you had because you can't accept what God has decided to do with your body? How many plastic surgeries? How many fake boobs are in the damn church now? There's nothing that's real about the church anymore, it seems. It's all fake. And y'all are all fake. Do not come to me and talk to me about Christ when you support this. Do not. Again, if Jesus was around, he'd be flipping tables. You've done nothing but damage us. You're trying to destroy us from the inside out. And the problem is those that are going along with it, that are changing their minds, changing their votes. What did they do? Did they threaten to beat you up? Do you not have a voice to stand up and say, hey, you know what? I was threatened with this. My family was threatened. My children were threatened. They threatened to go after this. They threatened to go after that. Have some cojones. Have a spine. Otherwise, if I was your wife, oh my God, get the hell away from me. You are not a man. And if you are the mother of my children and you're willing to watch other children die, get the hell away from my children. It's disgusting what these people have done. I'm kind of in shock. I'm kind of pissed off, as you can tell. I'm even thinking, is there anything in here that I even really want to talk about? I will say this. I wrote this yesterday, and I was going to talk about the Miami elections, and how they've canceled those, and how someone's suing, and how that suit is now going to be going to an appeals court, and then it's going to run its way up to the federals, and then it's going to go up to here, and then it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court, because they are so crooked now, they are just going to go ahead and they're going to go ahead and pass it, so that this goes along with the big bill that dumbass up there in the White House can now cancel our next elections. He can make the decision with this bill. He can make the decision to cancel. See, it'll be all in the Miami case. That's their testing range, is the Miami case. So that'll play out by the end of the year. But the other thing that I had written down, which I just sometimes make these little notes to myself. This is what I think of the GOP. Weak souls allow the dark to take over. Your true soul would never allow falsehoods and lies. Anyone who has had an awakening, an enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, they can't lie anymore. Just can't. Can't lie. I mean, lie about a surprise birthday party, yeah. But, I mean, factual stuff. Can't lie. Can't stand it when they do. Have empathy beyond what you can feel normally, because there's a Christ consciousness that comes along with that awakening, and you see soul before you see person. You see soul before you see character, and what we're all doing down here is we are souls playing these characters. But I also think we get graded. And, y'all ain't making an A on this one. You're not making an A on this one. You sold us out. You stabbed us in the back. And, I hope God's vengeance, and I say God's vengeance because his can be so much better than mine can. I hope it drags out a while. Anyway, to all my American citizens out there, I apologize for being in this, but this is where we are. God help us. We need it. Peace out.